Hei, Migemar her. Velkommen tilbake til det koselige spillet som heter I Love You, Colonel Sanders, hvor vi prøver så godt vi kan å gjøre et godt inntrykk på oppfinneren av Kentucky Fried Chicken på en skole vi går på, der semesteret varer i 3 dager. Vi er nå på dag 2, er det ikke det? For før vi starter, dette blir en lang video med mye lesing og sånn, så ta og lag deg noen snacks og hent deg et pledd og noe varmt å drikke og noe godt. Sett på pause før du gjør det selvfølgelig, og så kommer du tilbake igjen, så starter vi når du er tilbake, ok? Ja, vi sier det sånn. Sånn, da regner jeg med at alle har hentet seg litt snacks og noe varmt å drikke, og sitter og koser seg under pledd og greier, og så skal jeg begynne å lese litt sånn, litt sier jeg, men jeg mener masse, og med det så mener jeg at jeg skal lese på med sånne rare stemmer som aldri kommer til å være dem samme uansett, så jeg skjønner egentlig ikke vitsen. Jeg burde egentlig bare lest helt vanlig, men samme det. Jeg klarer ikke det, vet du. I huet mitt så blir alt gjort om til rare ting, og det er bare noe jeg må leve med, så jeg håper dere klarer å leve med det også. Så vi bare starter, vi tror jeg. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? Lurer på det var. It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Og det et godt tegn at han stoler veldig mye på meg. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. Ja, la oss gjøre det. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. La meg gjette, står hun sånn igjen? Jepp, hun gjør det, vet du. Jeg skal ikke begynne sånn igjen. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Ok, det greit. Hun liker antageligvis denne kjøkkenmaskinen, det greit. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. Han en ovn. Han en kjøkkenmaskin. Hva... Ja vel, ok, som jeg sa forrige gang, dere kommer til å få dritfine barn, dere to. We got to talking after class and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Gjorde han det? Kanskje jeg skal bli kjent med han også? Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Skal jeg ha sånn stemme nå, sikkert? Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. And was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. Han var en bil? Ja, okay. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy of Learning, for learning. You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. Go me. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. ... So this summer, when I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices! The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super-duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever, anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Vet du hva? Bestie. Nå driver jeg liksom skal gjøre et godt inntrykk på Colonel Sanders her da. Det hadde vært veldig dumt av meg å fortelle den der hemmelige ingrediensen hans. Så jeg driter i deg. Du er ikke så god venn at jeg gidder å offre en potensiell kjærlighetsinteresse. Whatever. Vet du hva? Nei, ingrediensen heter noe helt annet enn det den heter. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt, wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Det kan jo bare bety en ting. Nå kommer... It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. På en hest. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Run to him. Ok, altså hvis jeg velger den øverste der, hvis jeg bare venter, så kan det hende at disse andre folka kommer. Hun der Ashley, og han Van, the man. Og hvis jeg løper den, så kan det jo virke veldig pågående da. Men vi hadde jo et lite øyeblikk forrige gang. Jeg lurer på om vi tar den. Hva galt kan skje? Han kan bli dritlei av oss, men stemmer det. Da kan vi begynne på nytt. You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Han sitter på en hest. Selvfølgelig sitter han på en hest. Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Kommer ikke til å skje det, vet du. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel. However, your sudden movement just surprised the horse in rear, so kicking you directly in the face. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. Det var rart. In the darkness you see a vision. Ooh, Durbert, I am here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It's important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I have been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is... Gikt Arne. But before you can continue, you suddenly awake. Du verden. Oh, jeez. You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? I don't know. Compliment the craftsmanship of his horse's shoes, eller lean in for a kiss. Jeg tror det litt for tidlig for det, så vi tar den der, vi. Maybe you shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. But one thing is for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. Yeah. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure if you're ready to handle this. Kjeften din, Ashley. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell him to stop acting immature. Ja, fordi jeg veldig... Jeg kjempevoksen, jeg kjempemoden, så slutt å være umodne, for da det dumme I hodet. Sånn skal vi si det. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Bra jobba meg. Good job, me. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book! Just like the one you found after your encounter with the sporkmonster. Oh my. Har de stjert boka mi? That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book, they've got poop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Ja vel, ok, så poop, jeg hadde glemt han det. We're playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Der kommer Clank også, beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Womp. Okay. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Så skjønte hva han sa, så ok. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Ser du hva du har gjort nå, Van Van? Nå har du fått Clank til å grine. Koselig, jeg visste ikke at han hadde... Ruster ikke han da, eller kortslutter eller noe sånt. Ja, ok. Werbs. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Doggy. Students, please take your seats. Hva slags stemme hadde han igjen? Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. You try to give Sprinkles a pat on the head, but he snarls at you. Okay. Sorry, I get a little worked up if people try and pet me before I had my morning coffee. Let that be a lesson to you. Okay, great. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Whoa. Rolig nå. Down boy, auftoppen. That command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. Selvfølgelig, fordi spillet jo utgitt av Kentucky Fried Chicken, så hvorfor ikke chicken? Så det skal være chicken overalt. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. Okay. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Durbert? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water, a shimmering pepper, or a dog biscuit? Vet du hva, vi lever litt på kanten, og så tar vi chili. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way. So naturally, you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. Det var sikkert ikke lurt, men det kan bli morsomt. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, ooh. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message, ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny, ooh. Han sa ikke ooh der, men jeg sa det, for jeg synes det var gøy. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through to fulfill the prophecy. You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. Det er jo fantastisk. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes, I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday? Come on, it's time for lunch. Yay, lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. Cook-off? The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Step up and tell them you're on. What would Colonel Sanders do? Altså, skal jeg være sånn cocky og bare grisebanke dem i kokkekonkurranse, eller skal vi jeg vil ha, nei, vet du hva, jeg vil ha lunch. Men jeg er også veldig nysgjerrig på hva som kommer til å skje der, så vi tar den med. You're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool, fool. Nice one, man. Van, the man. Du er en skikkelig comeback-master, altså. Good one, Van. Det var akkurat det jeg sa, jo. Altså, jeg sa det, og så sa Colonel Sanders det. Altså, vi er jo sjelevenner. Det blir bryllup, det greiene her, altså. Jeg kødder ikke. Good one, Van. I like your gumption, Durbert. I'll be watching your performance. Ok, da er det best at jeg gjør akkurat det. Best at jeg gjør så godt jeg kan, men der kommer Sprinkle. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunch room, not a sportsing court. Finally, little sense, you breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Aroo! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Jeg skal ta det til meg, Colonel Sanders. Ok, jeg skal vinne for deg. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. Den der er ikke din, vet du, Ashley. Den har du stjert. I will defeat you myself. Okay? You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh shit, ok. Så da er det quick time events da, eller noe sånt. Greit. Jeg er kokk. I'm a cock. Nei, det er feil. Jeg sa ikke det siste der, ok? Jo, jeg gjorde det med vilje. Greit. What temperature does water boil at? 100. That's right, but how would you even gotten to this school without knowing that? Ja, det vil jo, det er greit da. Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. Nå fikk jeg egentlig litt lyst til å tape, men det er greit. Jeg skal gjøre så godt jeg kan. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? 11? That's right. Jeg kjenner den, vet du. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Trust. That's wrong. Fuck off. I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog, and it's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Neither. Next question. Your classmates are rooting for you, but I actually simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive? Skal jeg dø hvis jeg ikke... Okay. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on this advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. So where does it come from? Small town where big dreams are born. That's right, yay! This is your shot and you're not going to miss it. Aru. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Silence, sizzling, bubbling. Silence. That's right, fordi, ikke sant? When they taste your cooking, they will be so taken with it that they will be unable to speak. Sånn som jeg var nå, jeg klarte ikke å snakke, men det er greit. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Durbert. Tuck. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing that he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing, idiots. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would take you to fill that? Det der var ikke en rettferdig timer, vet du. Det der var tullete. Grr, sier Sprinkles, han ved siden av meg. You're stranded on a desert island with only one desert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. Ja, det gir ikke noe mening, det greiene. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Oh, well, sorry, I forgot then. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit into the dog dough into fuck off. As you do the blah. Ah, yikes. Jeg merker jeg blir stresset nå, vet du. Yikes. Clank, hold kjeft. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Were. You might not have any hands, but Durbert does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. Takk skal du ha, Colonel Sanders, for det fantastisk gode tipset ditt, eller noe sånt. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer to rescue your dough before it's still mixed. Durbert, no! Ah. But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Var ikke det, vet du. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Nah. Ah, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Durbert's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I am the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells you a story of excellence. I was going to ask Durbert to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Yeah. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand? Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquet atop of a slice of honeycomb, rice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Vel, sikkert kjempegodt. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you? As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Altså, jeg ser for meg at hvis jeg tar det nederste, det kommer ikke til å ende bra. For jeg tror at han Colonel Sanders kommer til å se på meg som veldig pågående, ikke sant? Jeg har ikke lyst til å være så pågående. Det hadde ikke hatt noe for seg, så vi får bare holde det inni oss, og så eksploderer vi senere i stedet. Eller gå på rom og får utløp for frustrasjon på en helt annen måte senere, hvor det ikke noe mat i nærheten. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Den så jeg ikke komme. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. Kanskje Colonel Sanders kommer etter meg? The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and had decided to get married. Altså, her hopper vi til konklusjoner veldig raskt, merker. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding, because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fry. Det lov å si? I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? No, Colonel Sanders, you know how to say what I want to hear, don't you? That's exactly what I think. Well then think again, I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Vet ikke hva det for noe. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Poop, hva det du gjør her? Ser du ikke at jeg og Colonel Sanders har et moment? Han ser ingenting, han har svære øyne, men han ser jo ikke en dritt. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster, men han sa han ikke skulle komme tilbake, jo. Borko?
It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Ah, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know that you are strong and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were human once? Han var väl en spork då?
Well, no, I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student, until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed.
A magic spellbook? Magic spellbook, you say? Kan det være sånn som den magic spellbook jeg fant forrige gang som vi slåss, og disse Ashley og Van har tatt den fra meg? Kan det være den spellbooken du mener?
Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way, I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Durbert, together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Yeah. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Yeah. Long ago I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you ever been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy, both perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Altså hvis jeg holder det hemmelig, så kanskje han blir mer interessert av sånn der, si da, kom igjen da, si da, vær litt kompis da. Eller skal jeg bare reveal it? Det større sjanse for at han blir veldig imponert da? Og så kanskje jeg får lov til å være med og åpne Kentucky Fried Chicken sammen? Den tar vi. Reveal. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in headfirst. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day.
I present to you my original coleslaw.
The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway.
Magnificent!
Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy.
Sure, why not?
Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Her var det mye da. Det kredittkortet hans? Kanskje ikke skal røre det. Det... Ok, der har vi Colonel Sanders som baby. Han hadde skjegg. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figured that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's a drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Colonel Sanders gjør det. Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? You're right. Tap on an item to discover more about the... This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you... Nei, jeg skulle jo egentlig ikke... Det der var ikke så lurt. Jeg hadde ikke lyst til å åpne, jeg skulle bare se på den. Durbert. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Tap on an item to discover more... Ok, så det gjør kanskje ikke noe, men kommer han til å finne ut at... Kanskje det ikke gjør noe, kanskje jeg bare skal sjekke ut alt sammen. Det er derfor det. You gaze out the window and across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then the ghost of Gikt Arne shows up, pops up.
Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something?
You open the window crack and the ghost of Gikt Arne is swept out with a breeze. Tap on an item to discover more about Clever. Hva det der for noe? Aska etter bestemor hans? You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off you can read the inscription. It says, Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures. Det litt rart, men ok. Poor guy. Tap on an item to... Ok, discover more about the Colonel. Hva med der? You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. Ja vel, så jeg skal bare begynne å bruke klærne hans nå. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. You decide that now is your moment and make a big move. You tell him you're cold. You fess up and tell the truth. Ikke det der the truth, da? Skal vi... Altså, vi har en dag... Altså, det her dag 2. Vi har en dag igjen, så vi kan jo ikke... You tell him you're cold.
I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up.
Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace.
It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer?
Suddenly everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow, you should be thinking about what you're going to cook.
I should be home studying.
Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself.
Colonel?
Yes, Durbert?
I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful.
I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Da betyr vel det at nå det dag 3 da, det ikke det? Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. Nei, men da vi på dag 3 da, siste dagen av semesteret, og det kan bli artig, sikkert. Men da vi ferdig med denne episoden her da. Dag 2 fullført. Den gikk jo for så vidt overraskende bra. Ikke noe slåssing mot monstre og sånn. Det var den der kokkesekvensen som gikk litt til helvete, men du vet, sånn det. Og som Colonel Sanders sa, man må alle oppleve litt feil innimellom, ikke sant? Altså, man kan ikke bare forvente at alt skal gå dritbra hele tiden, for det går ikke, for sånn ikke livet, ikke sant? Men da vi vel ferdig da, så da det vel ikke noe annet å si enn takk for at du så på videoen, og hvis du har sett på hele, gratulerer, du utholdende. Og da ses vi vel til siste dag på skolen, gjør vi ikke det? Men klart vi gjør det, så ja, ha en fin dag. Gå på skolen, kos deg, eller noe sånt. Ja, noe sånt. Vi ses i neste video, ha det bra.